Okay, welcome. I spent a little while on a little presentation for everyone. Shiny Cardboard Finance. I am going to make grave mistakes over the next few months, and this is the first brick I'm laying in these plans. The first trestle in the track to my undoing that I am assembling. Okay? So, yeah, I'm Zebulan. Nice to meet you. So, warnings. This is not financial advice. I am gambling. I'm quite literally gambling, and I do it for fun in my spare time with my spare money. If I neglect a set or a card game or any of that, I don't care about it, and I will not be paying mine to the stupid fucking Star Trek set. If anyone asks me any questions about the Star Trek set, I'm gonna snap. I might kill you. So, first, I want to talk about Magic. I want to talk about a few things in Magic. First, Universes Within. Okay, I did some work. I did some reading, and I have some thoughts on three specific sets. So, well, actually, 7 sets, actually. I want to talk about 7 sets. Anyway, we'll talk about the ones with the pretty pictures. So first, Aether Drift. I think Aether Drift is, one, severely underevaluated. Very underevaluated, okay? Gerald, shut the fuck up. It's $100. The math on that just doesn't add up. If we're charging $5 a pack, okay, and there's 30 packs inside of a box, that means the box is $150, right? So why is it selling for $106? It doesn't make sense. And I get the Aether Drift is the set that everyone makes fun of because it's the stupid fucking racing set. But I like the set. I have a box of the set right there in the back of my room. I have that box. It's on my shelf. I genuinely, wholeheartedly believe that Aether Drift probably has another 10% to lose off of where it is. Maybe 15. I think it goes down into the 90s. And that's not to say I think it's a bad product, but I think people think it's a bad product. So I think it does drop into the 90s, and I think when it drops past the $100 threshold, I think it's time to buy. I think it's time to get in, okay? And what I mean by this is I mean everyone is going to get in at the sub 100 mark, okay? Next, Thunder Junction. So everyone made fun of my favorite little cowboy set. My pick for my favorite fucking set ever. And I'm gonna be real. It started just like Aether Drift. It dropped like a fucking rock, and now 2 years down the line, it's approaching 200. The time to get in for Thunder Junction's already passed, and at that, I genuinely believe that the collectors for Thunder Junction is just going to keep going up because the only people that are going to want to buy it are freaks like me that really like it. So they're willing to pay an inflated price that isn't necessarily a psychotic price. And then lastly, Secrets of Strixhaven. I wanted to talk a little bit about Secrets of Strixhaven. So this is genuinely a good set. Unlike our other 2 sets, this is a set that most people agree is actually a really good set. And it's holding around 150. It's chilling at 150, and I believe in my heart of hearts it goes up. And on top of that, I believe that the collectors it's not going to settle at 450 like it is. It's going to continue up. Upcoming sets, Reality Fracture's coming out in October. I'm really excited for it. I genuinely don't know the sentiment of other people about it. I'm very excited for it. I want it. I want to buy the Commander set. I want to fucking rip 1 million packs from it. I'm excited for it. And out of all of these, the only thing I've made a move on is Aether Drift, DFT. And I bought in at 106, and I think I might buy a few more cases if it drops to... Not cases, sorry, boxes. If it drops to sub 100. If it drops into the 90s, I think I'll probably buy another box or 2 or 3 or 4. Now for Universes Beyond, the hellscape of monetary gain. So these are my white whales. I don't care necessarily about what people care about. The whole point of this is for me to like read and like The whole point of this is for me to use it as an asset myself. It's not to fucking teach you anything. It's only to use as a way to make sure I'm on the ball. Okay? Good. Final Fantasy's not at the top. Final Fantasy has at least $300 more of room before it gets stupid, or as stupid as I think it'll get. Sorry, Final Fantasy collectors specifically. Final Fantasy play is just going to gradually keep going up until the reprints come through. There are reprints coming through for Final Fantasy play, and I'd say when that makes the price drop of play boxes, I'd probably get in. Probably. I have no reason to open any more Final Fantasy play, so I might buy a few boxes and just sit on them. Because if we know that they're going up to like 250-ish, like there's no reason for them not to go back up to 250 when we know we're never getting any prints of them ever again. Lord of the Rings, I put this here entirely to back up every argument I have with The Hobbit. The Hobbit is coming in 2 weeks, boys. The Hobbit is going to come all over us. Oh, God. So, Lord of the Rings, the collectors are capping out at around 2,000. They're holding for now. I have no faith that they'll stay at 2,000. I genuinely think they'll just keep going up. There's serialized cards. I don't know if they have been tracked like the Chocobos. That's another statement on Final Fantasy collectors. Final Fantasy's collector's lid is unforeseen due to the fact that there are, I want to say, 20 more 50 grand cards floating around in those cases. Chocobo number 52, I think, was found recently, like within the last week, and like instantly, boom, sold, gone. So they're still out there in the wild. There's at least like 20 times 50. What is that? 100,000? Is that? No, is that 100? What is that? Wait, I can do basic math. Give me a second. I'm not pulling up a calculator. 20 times 50 grand is $1 million. There is $1 million worth of Chocobos still floating around in the ether. Give me a second. Let me get my thoughts in line. Now, The Hobbit, I think 194 is unreasonable for a play booster, at least on launch. I think you'll be able to find stores that will sell them for 150. But once this like initial print is done, it's going to be rough until winter when they do their reprint. I honestly say with the play boosters, it's not worth it unless it's like 150. Like genuinely, like don't go above 150 for these boxes. It's a new product, and it's not like, well, it's a play booster. There's nothing serialized or anything in it. As for the collector boosters, the collector let's refresh. The Hobbit set doesn't come out for 2 weeks. The Hobbit set, the collector's packs of the Hobbit set are selling for nearly $800. That's a $500 markup. Here's the problem. There's not a $2.5 million ring card in it. I think people will be willing to pay stupid amounts of it just because of the Lord of the Rings situation. But I think a lot of that faith is misplaced because there's not a ring that you're going to pull and sell to Post Malone. That's just not going to happen with the set. The big chase item of this set is a golden Smough. It looks cool, but I don't even think it's serialized. There's not even a number on it. I want to say they only printed it was either 500 or 200, which sure, it's chasey. Sure, it's going to sell for a lot. It's not going to sell for as much as the Chocobo, and it's not going to sell for nearly as much as the ring. So tell me, why in the name of sanity, it's already half the cost, or a third of the cost of, a Final Fantasy collector's pack, or, collector's booster box, or collector box. Shut up. Or, a third of the cost of a Lord of the Rings collectors. And Lord of the Rings has been out of print for several years now. This is unfounded. Paying $800 for this is dumb. I genuinely believe that the number will go down once people get their hands on the product and they see the polls. I think it's being inflated to fucking Kingdom Come because people remember how good Lord of the Rings was. Yeah, Hobbit's coming 14th. Star Trek's coming November 13th, and this is the one and only time I will mention that set. I hate that set. I hate how the cards look in that set. I'll make a whole PowerPoint about how bad those signed cards look. Okay. Pokemon. That's right, baby. We're talking about Pokemon. This will be a lot easier to show than the Magic the Gathering sets, because there's not 2 packs per set, or 3. So, generally, across the board, I'm not done lining out all the Scarlet and Violet numbers, but the general trend is that everything's cooling off. Quite literally, everything is going down. Some of them a little bit aggressively, like OBF. Some of them, or sorry, not OBF, SCR. Some of them not so much, like TWM. And some of these are represented by booster bundles because booster boxes never existed. Main point being, I think not everyone, I think retailers, card stores, the like, are selling their stock. I think they're offloading and getting cash flow specifically for the 30th anniversary. I think I'm very scared. I'm very scared for what the 30th anniversary sets are going to look like, because I genuinely believe it's going to be a bloodbath to get any of them. I think about it, and I am genuinely scared of the battles and warfare that will happen. I want a lot. I genuinely want to buy a shit ton. I want to buy more than I can open. Not to, we're not going to call it what it is, but I want to do it. I think that's it for Pokemon, at least. Other TCGs. Oh my god, he's going to talk about another TCG. Palworld. That's right. Palworld. So this set, this game, this is the first set of the game. It's an unproven game. It came out 4 days ago. Day 1, 12 packs for $50. That is what a booster box for the Dawn of Palpagos packs went for, $50. And then it went up. And then it went up. And then it kept going up. It's genuinely terrifying. The fact that I ordered one of these. It's still in the mail. I ordered halfway through the first day, and I got it's not even a deal. I actually paid double for this box. And lo and behold, by the end of tomorrow, if things keep going the way they are, I'll literally double my money if I just sell it the second I get it. Now, I'm probably not going to do that. Again, like you can see, I'm holding one at 104. I bought in at 104. I think I hold it unless I could triple. Otherwise, if it goes back down, I'll open it, because I do genuinely want the cards inside. I bought this box to rip on stream. I bought this box to do a hits or shots. That was the purpose of this kit. Most notably, though, I will say it's published by Bushiroad. Something notable about Bushiroad, at least in my experience, is that they print. They print a lot. If they see that the game has gone out of print to the point where it's not able to be played, if every box has been scooped up by a speculator, a weirdo, it's going to get printed again. And sure, there's the delay of distrib and the paperwork and all that shit, but I genuinely believe it's going to get printed again, and I think it's going to destroy the value that is created, quotation marks, really big air quotes, created, because in all reality, it's the same thing, just more people want it, and half the people that want it just want to sit on it. So I'm gonna sit on mine. Genuinely, I'm not opening it. That's it. Bye bye. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.